Safe chemical handling. Categories of hazardous chemicals: corrosive, flammable, toxic, reactive, biological, infectious, carcinogen, cancer-causing, radioactive. Physical states of hazardous materials: liquid, solid, gas, vapor. How to handle chemicals properly. Use cautions. Always follow procedures. Read all labels. Keep yourself and the work area clean. Plan ahead. Routes of exposure: inhalation, ingestion, absorption, injection. Symptoms of possible overexposure: eye discomfort, breathing difficulty, dizziness, headache, nausea, vomiting, skin irritation. Incompatible chemicals: flammables and oxidizers, flammables and any ignition source, acids and cyanides, strong acids and strong alkalines, concentrated acids and water, organic solvents and corrosives, corrosives and other reactive materials. Agencies that regulate hazardous chemical storage: Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, National Fire Protection Association, NFPA, Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, Department of Transportation, DOT. Handling flammable chemicals. Keep containers closed when not in use. Keep away from ignition sources. Avoid contact with incompatible materials. Only transfer to approved containers. Bond all receiving containers. Clean up spills and dispose of waste properly. Proper storage of flammable chemicals. Ensure that storage areas meet regulatory requirements. Replace all bung caps with drum vents after receiving containers. Ground all drums properly. Store quantities in approved storage rooms and cabinets. Store only in small quantities. General safety tips: never eat, drink, or smoke while using hazardous chemicals. Use personal protective equipment as required. Make sure all chemical containers are properly labeled. Always wash up after using chemicals. Never smell or taste a chemical to identify it. Know all emergency procedures and equipment. Always read labels MSDSs prior to use. Store all hazardous chemicals properly. Always use hazardous chemicals as intended. Primary container labels. Identity of the hazardous chemical. Appropriate hazard warnings. Name and address of the manufacturer or importer. Target organ effects. Secondary container labels. Identity of the hazardous chemical. Hazard warning information. Handling chemical emergencies. Know emergency phone numbers. Know how to control the spill. Know proper equipment shutdown procedure. Know proper evacuation routes and assembly areas. What emergency personnel should know. Emergency cleanup and disposal measures. Required protective equipment. Use of cleanup equipment. Firefighting and other emergency measures, for example, first aid, use of other emergency equipment. First aid for chemicals in the eyes. Don't rub the eyes. Hold eyelids open and flush with water for 15 minutes. Be careful not to contaminate the other eye. Seek additional medical attention. First aid for chemicals on the skin. Flush area with lukewarm water for 15 minutes. Remove clothing and jewelry from burn area. Seek additional medical attention. First aid for chemical inhalation. Move victim to fresh air. Get immediate help. First aid for chemical ingestion. Induce vomiting only if told to do so by poison control. Get immediate medical attention.